내가
Take some losses, bro. What it cost.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Peja Stojakovic. Rubber is out there with D-Bots. Then it's Bibby, and it's Christie in at the shooting guard. And for Chicago, they've got Olajuwon. Luka Doncic's out there with Carter, and it's Mutombo, and it's Mashburn in at the small forward position. And it's Chicago to start out. Now, Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
personal foul. First team
Eye-popping
foul.
talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Grabber outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And it's Stojakovic missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for Chicago. Here's Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Now, here is Bibby. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Olajuwon passes to Mashburn. Pulls up. That's good. And it's Olajuwon with the assist.
How about the read there from Olajuwon, finding the open man.
Grabber outside. With the teardrop, and it's sent back by Mutombo. Here's Mashburn, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Doncic, no good. Now, here is Bibby. Here's D-Bots. Pass to Stojakovic. Six to shoot. Hands it from downtown.
And Stojakovic, a super sniper. He can knock it down from anywhere, but the three ball is his specialty.
Carter for three. And that one is off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. Here's D-Bots. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pushing it up. Here's Stojakovic. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And don't sleep on Peja's leaping ability. More than capable on those finishes.
Outside Carter. And again, no good by Chicago. Sacramento leading by 3. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. Here's the break. Will it go? That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Doncic has got 5. Grabber outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Here's Christie driving the lane, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Doncic kicks to Mutombo. From outside the arc, the rebound by Chris Webber. And Webber's got the ball here for the Kings. 4-point game. Pass to Bibby. There's the three. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Carter for three. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
54 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Brand. Got a hand on it. High post, Jackson. He's against Young. No good from Turkoglu.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Edwards can't hit. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 13-5 run here. Stolen by Brand. Pass to Edwards. Here's Wilkins. And again, Chicago. No good. Sacramento leading by 4. Here he goes. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it. But at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Young's shot is good.
Yeah, smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Here's Turkoglu, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Kings on top, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
On the court for Sacramento, Jackson is out there with Smith. Then it's Hedo Turkoglu. Then it's Wallace. And it's Divac in center. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high-percentage looks.
Bibby checked in for Sacramento. And here's Edwards from the arc. The shot missing. Bibby with the defensive effort. Wallace, the pass to Bibby. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Young dishes to Brand. Back to Young. The 3-ball. And Divac pulls it down. Kings leading now by 7. Wallace kicks to Bibby. To the inside, Turkoglu. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Jackson. It's good. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for Sacramento.
really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Brand, a screen on Jackson. Young with no one around. Here's Olajuwon. Oh, and Olajuwon throws it down.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now, here is Bibby. Lets it go with a three. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That bucket in no time at all. Young's got 8 points.
And this is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. It was confirmed that the ankle did turn and it has significant swelling. He can put very little weight on it right now.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Robert Williams is checked in for Chicago. Then for the Kings, Weber comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Peja Stojakovic in for Gerald Wallace. Weber outside. Jacks up a three. Pass to Bibby. Here's the three. Connects from three-point range. Bibby's got 5 points in the quarter.
And how about the shooting stroke of Bibby? His three-point shot is as money as it gets.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Olajuwon with a screen on Jackson. Young finds Olajuwon.
Using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
1:52 left in the second quarter. And now an update on Victor Wembanyama from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He did tell me that he believed it wasn't a severe injury, so that is good news. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Hedo Turkoglu's checked in for Vlade Divac. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. They get it back. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. Bangs home the trifecta. Turkoglu's got 5.
And not a shot you see often from Turkoglu, showing off his skills there.
Left side, Jones. Here's Mashburn. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Bibby. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Peja Stojakovic.
Yeah, and Mashburn, really one of the more versatile guys at that forward position. He can score, rebound, and pass all at a high level.
Sacramento making some changes. Divac is checked in for Turkoglu. Christie subbed in for Jackson. Kings leading now by 6. Pass to Christie. Back to Bibby. Out to the wing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Jones. Inside, here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Now, here's Stojakovic. He's got 9. Back to Bibby. Here's Christie. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Stojakovic. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. Doncic against Bibby. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. Bibby's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Kings. The three for Doncic. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first half. Kings lead by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Mike Bibby really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kings leading now by 7. So with Lillard on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Olajuwon is out there with Mutombo. And there's Carter. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Mashburn in at the 3, the small forward. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Olajuwon. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. 8 points for Hakeem Olajuwon.
And he's a skilled and willing passer. Vince gets to his teammates on time and on target.
Weber outside. That one misses. Chicago trails by 5. And here's Olajuwon for 3. Here's Mashburn, and it's blocked. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Christie, and it's in there.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Chicago with the ball. Sacramento making their last shot.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Now, here is Weber. He's covered closely. Pass to D-Box. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Mutombo with some nice D. Here's Olajuwon. And the layup is good. Olajuwon's got 4 this quarter.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Start it.
Chicago ends up going with a new group. Here's Bibby. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Three-pointer, Lillard gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kings leading now by 4. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Christie the pass to Stojakovic. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Pass to Bibby. Fires the 3. And Elton Brand pulls it down. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
And the Kings with possession. 6-point lead. Weber in the post. Working on Brand.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can play.
And it's Divac missing. 1:32 left in the third. Williams gets the bucket. 1:22 left to play in the third. Kings leading now by 4. Pass to Christie. Now, here is Weber. Divac dishes to Bibby. Divac sets a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and the jam by Divac.
Yeah, and Bibby does a great job within their offense, especially when it comes to spotting the open man.
No good from Brand. Lillard against Bibby. Pass to Divac. Stojakovic with it. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Lillard kicks to Wilkins. No good from outside. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's stolen by Jones. Here we go, one-on-one. Over Christie. Jones, no luck.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
They get it back. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he pops that one in. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Divac sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Turkoglu is out there with Weber. Then it's Wallace. Then it's Bibby, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Williams, that's good.
Known for his scoring. There, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
Sacramento leading by 4. And here's Bibby. Wallace the screen. Bibby with it. Here's Jackson. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. Bibby's got his 5th assist in this one.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Jackson against Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Robert Williams.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
A free throw drops for Jackson. Chicago making some changes. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, you wish he got them all, but at the very least, it's now a 2-possession game.
Mutombo passes to Mashburn. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Timeout, Sacramento. Christie stepped in for the Kings. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During that last break, I heard what Rick Adelman was telling his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Mutombo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Turkoglu. Again, the miss by the Kings.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Young finds Olajuwon.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
So it's Sacramento. Pass to Christie. Back to Bibby. Count the basket. And the Kings lead by 1.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
And the basket by Mutombo.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
Timeout, Kings.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Changes for Chicago. Alden Brand's checked in for Mutombo. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Doncic. Then for the Kings, Evans is checked in for Turkoglu. And it's Peja Stojakovic in for Gerald Wallace.
Oh, great hands. Stojakovic shoots well for a big man.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Good D by Weber.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stojakovic, the pass to Weber. There's a good screen for 3. Bibby, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra.
They get the rebound. Out to Edwards. Mashburn, the pass to Young. And he's good on the 3-ball.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Pass to Christie. Over Edwards. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And what a huge bucket from Christie, coming up big when they needed a basket.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Sacramento.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate from mid-range. There's no qualms about taking those wide-open jumpers.
Christie with the screen on Young. Over to the left wing.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So it's Sacramento. It's a 1-point game. Here's Weber. Olajuwon with the rebound. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Timeout, Kings. John Bowie's checked in for Elton Brand. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Here's Young from the arc, and it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. It's a 4-point ballgame.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Timeout, Kings. Stojakovic dishes to Weber. Over Edwards. And that one goes long. And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Bibby for 3. Tumbo grabs the board. And they go to the intentional foul.
Mike Bibby, second personal foul, 5th team foul.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.